Hey folks, how are you? Steve Konorzeski here, owner of Squeegee Clean, and today I want to talk with you about power washing or pressure washing. What I want you to do for the next 45 seconds to a minute is get that term out of your head. Just completely erase it, because when we come out to your home to do any vinyl sided home, drive-it sided home, aluminum sided home, we do not use any direct high pressure. We actually use a method which is known as soft washing. And how this process works is our pressure washer basically siphons our chemicals and detergents. Detergents composed of a surfactant, which is a soap, and it helps cling to your surface. And then we also use an algicide, which will help break down any mold, mildew, surface dirt that is on the surface. So we siphon our chemical up onto your home. We then let it basically sit there and dwell anywhere between 1 to, in some cases, 5 minutes, depending on the surface. Vinyl siding is a lot easier to work with than aluminum siding, and drive-it, which is like synthetic stucco or synthetic siding. It's basically like a stucco type of product. That actually takes the longest because it is porous. So after we apply our chemical, we then let it dwell and then basically rinse off. And then if another application of chemical detergents are needed, we reapply and then rinse off. The stream of water that we're using, actually, you can put your hand in front of it. It's that gentle. We wouldn't recommend it, but it's not going to do any severe damage to your skin. So it is a soft wash technique. It's actually found that this is the best method to do this type of work, especially with vinyl, as I said, aluminum, or drive-it. Now, when it comes to surfaces such as wood, wooden decks, and concrete sidewalks, there is no other choice but to use direct high pressure, upwards anywhere between 2,500 psi, in some cases up to 4,000 psi. So that's the only way that we can perform those types of jobs. We have to use the direct high pressure. Same thing with any brick patios or anything like that. We have to use direct high pressure. As far as composite decking, which is basically a mixture, or let's just call it plethora of rubbers, plastics, sawdust. There's a couple different ones out there. There's more of like an AZEK, which is a PVC. There's more of, and then a composite is more of like a Trex type of material. If you actually read your manufacturer's, I guess if you want to call it, warranty, they will clearly state to you, most manufacturers that say that if you use a pressure washer to clean the deck, it will void your warranty. And that is the case, and simply because as you clean a composite deck with a high PSI, it basically is ruining the deck. That's what it's doing. It's pulling up all the fibers of the softer material. So what we do with that is we actually have to use a method where we come out, we spray down our detergents basically with the pump up sprayer. We then use a very stiff bristle brush. That will then basically force the detergents and chemicals into the grooves of the composite decking. We then what's known as flooding the deck, and that basically means that we still use a pressure washer, but we use high volumes of water versus higher PSI. So what we want to do is basically hold our pressure washing lance or gun far enough away from the surface that it's not going to do any damage to the surface of the deck. And then we just apply lots and lots and lots of water to get all of the chemicals and detergents and dirt out of the grooves in the decking. We can basically pressure wash almost anything. We can make anything look new again. Check out some of the photos that we have here on the site. You'll see some photos of some brick patios, some sidewalks. You'll see some videos that we've taken. We can really make, as I said, anything old look new. If you have any additional questions, please do not hesitate to call and or email. And once again, this is Steve with Squeegee Clean. Have yourself a wonderful day, and thank you for viewing.